DDR5 RAM has become the new standard for high-end builds. There is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't buy DDR5 RAM if you're building an i7 or i9 system. The bugs and issues have sorted out, pricing has stabilized, and the performance difference now makes a lot of sense. But what about budget builds? In fact, most users don't need such high-performing silicon. We just want to kick back and play some low-poly FPS with our toxic friends. So is DDR5 actually so important that AMD had to completely remove DDR4 for Ryzen 7000, and is Ryzen 7000 even a budget option? Let's talk. DDR5 has twice the speed and 4 times the density of DDR4. Now if you're not aware of the differences, you can find them on your screen, but the key changes apart from speed and density is lower voltage and on-board voltage regulation. This basically means you get better efficiency. However, the biggest plus point is the extra memory. They can support up to 128 gigs per stick, which means you could have 512 GB of storage in a regular system. But then again, you don't need 500 GB of RAM for some extra Chrome tabs. What you need is speed, and let me tell you, DDR5 is fast, very fast. Let's start with some gaming benchmarks. As you can see on your screen, most games show about 5 to 7% difference, which is okay, but there's one thing that we're completely missing. Look what happens when we compare these results with higher frequency DDR5. The performance difference reaches up to 20% simply by having faster RAM. Coming to productivity benchmarks, we see a similar trend where the faster RAMs are making a good difference, but they are not as significant as they were in gaming. You can pause the video to look at them in detail. So it's clear that DDR5 has the potential to perform much better, but to do that, the technology still needs to mature, both from the software and hardware side. Developers need to revamp the software to make use of this higher speed and bandwidth, and manufacturers have to make this technology cheaper. And this is why AMD has removed support for DDR4, because if they had included it in this platform, all their upcoming CPUs had to be compatible with DDR4, which is kind of on its path to becoming obsolete. So, should you buy DDR5? Well, unless you're on a really tight budget, the smarter option is to opt for DDR5, because not only is it worth the extra money, it also makes your build future ready. Hope this video was helpful. Let us know if you need us to cover any other topic, and in case you're looking for some amazing DDR5 builds, you know who to get in touch with. Until next time, cheers.